This conference will now be recorded.
Hey, hello everyone. Good morning to all. In last session, we discussed about date library, right? So now in this session, we are going to discuss about two important objects, guys. These are also generally this object is available in every programming language. That is math object. Not only in programming languages, this object is available in databases also. All the languages like Java, .NET, Python, PHP, we have math object. JavaScript, we have math object. And MySQL, yes, we have math object. Wherever you go, this object is common. Generally, we know mathematical functions. What are the mathematical functions we are having? Normally, we know some global mathematical functions are, if you can see, square root and power of 2 POW power, right? So I mean 2 power 2, 2 power 10. I want to know the value of 2 power 10, something like this. This is a power method. All are mathematical related stuff only, right? Now I have sine, sine theta, cos theta. I think you learn about them. I want to know about the value of sine 30. So what is the value of sine 30? So I want to know the value of sine 10. So actually, in our graduations, maybe I mean 10th standard or wherever you, I think you may learn sine 0, sine 45, sine 60, sine 90. We will learn these values only exactly. I think we cannot learn sine 10, sine 1, sine 2. We don't know, right? But these are the some mathematical methods are there: sine, cos, cot, tan. So mathematical methods are there for giving all these the possible values. If you can just pass the value to it, it will calculate the theta value and it is going to give to us, guys, right? So like this. And I want to check random. I think this random method we used. Do you remember? I have written math.random. All the methods belongs to math object only. So when you're trying to access them, you have to write math and you have to use it, math.random. So where we use it in arrays, when we are shuffling the values in a random order, we use this random method. Remember, this random method is the one which is the mostly used one in real time. Seriously, guys, this is the mostly used one in real time, random. So in JavaScript, definitely you will use that method called random. Okay. So like this, and very, very important methods are three methods are there. They are going to be, this is going to be seal and round and floor. Gunshot question in interview, guys. They will ask us, what is the difference between these three methods? Generally, seal and round interview purpose important, and some application development also we can use it, but round is the mostly used one. Why round, guys, here? So I want to make some value to round together. Generally, when we are having billing applications, if we can go to any shopping mall or there is a bill, for example, you have to pay 99.85 paisa. They will make it as a round of 100, right? Definitely they won't give you 15 paisa change. They will make 100 even if your bill is 99.85 paisa, but you will get 100. For example, you may have the bill like this 99.15. Then what is the value you can pay here after round figuring? It is going to be 99 only, right? So the bill, but you can see this is very important thing. If you can apply round method on exactly 50, then what will be happen? If you can apply exactly 50, it will be 100 only. So the if you can apply the round method on the following variable, it will round figure the value and it will give you the value without decimal, something like this. Like this, we can apply C, we can apply floor as well. So for example, now if you can apply seal method on 99.85, okay, this is the 99.85. Definitely you will get the value. What is the value you are going to get? 100 only. So for example, if you're applying the seal value on 99.15, you will get 100 only. If you can apply this exactly on 50, you will get 100 only. So what is the meaning of ceiling? Ceiling fan, ceiling, you know, right? What is a roof? Roof is called generally ceiling, right? So after decimal, it will take always the highest value if you can apply the seal value. Generally, if your bill is 99.2 paisa, even though it is a 2 paisa, but if they charge 100 rupees, you won't accept generally. That's the reason in almost all billing application, people will use a round method, right? This is the case. Now, if you can check the same scenario with the floor also, now you can see what is the floor means ground, right? We know that, right? What is the meaning of floor? It is a ground value, right? Exactly. Now you can see here 99.85. So if it is a floor function, if you can apply, you will get the value 99 only. 99 only. 99.15, you will get 99 only. 99.50 or any value, right? You will get 99 only. Generally, you went to shopping mall, bill is 99.15, will shopkeeper will ask you to 99.85. Okay, 99.85, almost just 15 paisa is change for 100 rupees. If you can pay 99 rupees, shopkeeper will accept. But in this point of time, if you can take 100 rupees, will you accept? Definitely we cannot accept as a customer. Here shopkeeper will never accept like this. If you want to give me 99 rupees, I cannot tolerate this, right? So simply, that's the reason we have a method called round method. What this round method will do, it will round figure the value, and that's all. You can see at the bill, if you can observe some bills, at the end of it, they will write one figure after rounded the amount. This is the total amount, something like they will use the word rounded amount. They will make the rounded amount, guys, here, right? So you can just check this also. That is also very, very important thing, right? How exactly the things are going to be done, right? Great, guys. So let us check this, how these methods are going to be work together. Now let us take a method. I don't want to do anything, just I want to print the whole math object. You can see the number of methods available in this. In the math object, we have some predefined constants also, guys. We can check those constants also. Let me save the file. So I'm going to save the file with math.html. File name could be anything. Now you can see console.log math m capital because it's a predefined object. Let me run the file and go and check the console, and we can see the complete history of this math object. Can you see the math object is logged on the console? Now I'm just making zoom. Now if we can expand this object, now you can see. So these are all the constants. I think we know logarithms. What is the log 10 base e, right? So log 10 base e, can you see here we have the value. What is log 10? What is a logarithm of something like this? Log 2 base e. So what is a pi value? Everybody know pi 22 by 7. What is the value of pi? That is nothing but 22 by 7, right? Yes, exactly. This will become like this. Pi value is nothing but 22 by 7. I think you will get 3.14. So I think we learned in the mathematics, right? So how these are all the properties. The above are the properties, and now you can see the methods like this. These are the tan, a tan, something like this. They will ask us like, all right, guys, here. Seal method, cost method, exponential, floor, f round, hypot. Like this, we are having many number of methods. Don't worry. I too don't know seriously all the methods. I didn't use anywhere them, right? But we will use some methods, guys. But what are the methods I told you just now? But these are the methods which we can use regularly. But remember, I want to tell you one more thing. These are sine theta, cos theta, and cosecant, tan. Like this, lot of methods are there. Remember carefully. These methods are, I didn't use anywhere actually says, but I know that the importance of those methods is nothing but whenever we are working on gaming application development, we know JavaScript is best suit for developing the gaming applications. If you want to develop the gaming application, I think these sine, cos, tan methods are going to be help you a lot, right? Okay, anyhow, let me discuss about the some methods of it. Math.pi, if you want to get the value of pi, this is the value of pi. So now you can see 22 by 7, so that is going to be 3.14. We can get the value like this. Now I'm taking this math.pi, okay, math.log 10 base e, all capital letters are. Let us check this. You're getting the logarithm value, the constants we just seen, right? Yeah, we can write like this. Now you can see math.ceil, okay, I'm taking the ceiling value. This is going to be 10.99 or 10.10, whatever it may be, 10.10. Now if you can check this, you will get the highest value only, because that is a ceiling, right? Ceiling means even though whatever the value we have in the after decimal, you will get the highest value. So actually 10 you have to pay, but it is giving you something like this. But if you can take whatever the value it may be, if you can take 99, it is going to be 11 only. If you can take just 01, it is going to be 11 only, nothing change. So now you can see the next one is going to be round, round, round. What round method will do? It will rounds the value. Now you can see 49 paisa, 10 rupees 49 paisa. Now if you can refresh it, still 10 rupees only, 10 rupees 50 paisa, and above it will get always 11 value, guys. That is what exactly the round method. Now you can see the method floor. The name itself is that floor means ground value, seal means upper value, round means mediatory. So now you can see what is the floor will give you 10 only. I'm getting 10. So now you can 10 rupees 99 paisa, but you will get till 10 only. So now you can see the method floor. The name itself is that floor means ground value, seal means upper value, round means mediatory. So now you can see what is the floor will give you 10 only. That is the floor. Whatever the value you have after decimal, you will always get the lowest value. So these methods specially used for calculating the amounts at the end of the day. You are getting a lot of discounts. Based on the discounts, you are getting exactly console.log math dot, yeah, square root of 15 is value 3.16 or something like this. We will get the value if you can up. Now every of 64, square root of 100, something like this we know actually, but we don't know what is the square root. Will give you the value something like this one. Anyhow, this is the square root power 3. I mean 3 times into 2. Now if you can check this, you will get the value something like this. 2 2s are 4, 4 into 2 8, something like this it will become 2 power 8. If you can take, I think you will get the value 256. Now I'm taking 2 power 10, 10 times 2. Now you're getting 1. Multiply with the 2, right? So like this we can add the values. Now you can see, guys, this is very, very important, right? So ABS, absolute value here you answer. Otherwise you can head will noise, you know, all clearly middle, because this method stands for 89. We don't see sometimes when we are calculating. Now you can see I'm going to write 100 minus 1. Okay, 1 minute. ABS of 1, you will get 1 only. Now you can see I'm just doing a small calculation here. Console.log of 10 minus 25. Generally, what is our output here? Now you will get minus 15. If you can pass the same to this math.abs, now you can check this, the value will be what is. In this point of time, you got minus 15. Because of passing to this abs, you will get the absolute value, you cannot get the negative. So you can see you're getting the exactly the value, you are not going to get the negative value. Sometimes you may get this, some calculations you may get negative value, but I don't want to see the negative. I want to make it as a positive value, something like this. You can just apply the abs value, abs method here. So what else we have? So you can go with the math dot sine 30. I'm going to take sine value. If you just want to take sine 25, yeah, we can get the value of sine 25. This is the value of sine 25. You want to make sine 100. Now you can check this. That is the value of sine 100. Like this, the values will we go sine 360 degree. I'm just going to take this as a 360. Now you can check the value, maybe 0.9. It may be around 1. Right, so like this we can apply all cos 30. Now you can see cos 360 degree. What is the meaning of cos 360 degree? All these methods are available there. We can just check the methods. If you just want to see the reference, just print the math object. I think we can see all the methods reference in the console. This is all the methods. We can see the reference here, all the methods, and whatever you want you can access it. Right, floor round, logarithms, these are the log method, log 2, log 10 base e, min and max. So sine, round, what are the methods we, okay, so these are the methods guys, which are very important. Okay, just check the methods. I think they are going to be very important for us. Right, so if you can check math.random also, finally this is also important method, right? You will see the random value 0 to 1. Now you can see the last value. If we can refresh every time, you will get the different value. You can observe the last one. I'm refreshing. It will give you always the random value between 0 and 1. 0 and 1, that is a random value we're going to get by using the following random method. Okay, now the next method is going to be number object. So this is the math object and some of the properties and some of the methods which we can use regularly in real time. Right, let me go with one more. Script tag open, script tag close. Let me save the file. This is going to be number.html. Okay, right. Quickly, I want to write a small program here. Let me take HTML, because to explain this situation, I'm just writing a small HTML form. Wait for a minute. Let me create it quickly. Head open, head close. Sum of two numbers. Sum of two numbers, I think everybody know, very easy. We can take where number one, where number two, and we can use plus operator between the numbers. It will be summed. But remember, this situation is very important. It may be sum of the two numbers, but there is a problem in the sum of the two numbers. To overcome the problem, what is the solution here? Let me take this h1 tag open, h1 tag close. Sum of two numbers. This is going to be table. Just I'm taking a table for making the fields proper align. Don't worry, just I'm creating a small form. Form also not required, don't worry. Tr and a tr. Here's the label number one. Now you can see guys here. Input type is equal to text. And id is equal to num1. Okay, this is my id. Like this, I want to take number 2 also. Number 2, this is going to be num2. Okay, num2. Fine. So number 1 and number 2. Now you can just check this submit button finally. Input type is equal to submit, value equal to just add. I think you can understand the preview of this output. Now I'm just running the file. You can see the output of the following program. Yeah. So this is what exactly we are able to see. I want to add two numbers, and after clicking the submit button, I want to add the values to the following. Okay, let me do one more scenario here. What I want to do here, I'm taking a div open, div close. Let me have an id, div id equal to sum. Okay, this is a value called sum, right? So whatever the value you are summing, on click the button, just bind the value to it. So what I want to do here, I'm just writing on click event on the button. On click is equal to add two numbers. I'm creating one function. Then generally what is going to be happen, on click the button, I think this is going to fire a function. Now you can see I'm refreshing, I'm clicking the button, it is looking for a function add two numbers. Okay, I have to define this function, right? Okay, let me go to JavaScript here. I'm just defining the function, script open, script close, right? Here in the script, I'm just going to take a function with the name add two numbers, right? So now we have to get the value of this num1 and value of num2 now. Let me get the value of num1. Let us take this on submit the button, where n1 is equal to document dot get element by id, element by id. What is the id of it? Num1. To get the value of it, we can write dot value attribute. Okay, right. So this is going to be the num2, and this is the way of getting the value from a text box. Okay, right. N1 and N2. Now I'm taking one more variable, where now you can see sum equal to N1 plus N2. Exactly. This is the value we are having, guys. Okay, now? Right. Just check this. N1 plus N2. So whatever the sum we are doing here, try to check this carefully. I'm just going to bind this sum to following. This is the ID we are having, right? Or else you can take data without having any confusion, whatever it may be. To this data div, I want to bind the sum. Okay, I just want to bind the sum. So here, let me add a break tag as well. Try to see, this is very, very important. Try to see what is my output. I am going to get it now. Document dot get element by ID, the data dot inner HTML equal to inner HTML is equal to sum. Can you imagine? This is simply we are inputting the values and we are collecting the values on submit the button, and we are summing them, and we are just binding the data to the following variable. Can you see what is going to be happen now? You can see, okay, now I'm entering the value 200, I'm entering the value 400 or something like this. So generally every user will expect the following output, right? What is the output we are expecting? 600 is the output we are expecting, but are we going to get the 600 as an output? That's the question. Now you can see I'm submitting it. Remember guys, this point is very important. You are not going to get 600, you are going to get the following output like this. Can you see? You are getting the value 200 and 400. Generally what is happening, can you imagine here? 200 and 400. You can do one thing. I'm going to take something called here hello, I'm taking something called world. If you can submit, what happened, can you imagine? It is concatenating. What it is doing, it is concatenating. Remember carefully, I want to tell you one point here, right? It's a very important thing. Remember carefully, we have everywhere input form fields, like input type text, input type equal to something, input type, we have text boxes. Remember, always in any programming language, keep it in mind, whatever the values we are entering into this input form field, whatever the value you are entering into the input form field, by default, JavaScript will treat it as a string. Even though you can enter a number, even though you can enter a string, whatever the value you can enter into a input form field, that is always going to be a string. But in this point of time, user wants to perform some operation. So the question, we know that whatever the value we are entering in this form, by default, that is going to be a string. I want to convert this string into a number. Interview question, how can we convert a number into a string, or how can we convert a string into a number? See, this is what exactly we have. Two things are there. Remember how to convert a number into a string. Number into a string in the sense, definitely I think you know the method already. The method is going to be toString method. There is no other way. Everywhere we have the following method common. This is the toString. This is common. We don't want to say anything into string to string. So now the question, how to convert a string into a number? This is the question. String into a number. Right now you can see there are two global methods and one method available in number object also. Can you see? We have a number object. We can use this number object. ORR. We can use the predefined global method. This is called parseInt is the global method. You can use parseFloat also, no problem. You can use parseFloat also. Sometimes if you can enter decimals, it has to work right. So for converting a string into a number, we have these many ways. So by using number object and by using parseInt method, remember number is an object, parseInt and parseFloat are the global methods of JavaScript. I mean, who is the father of these methods? You know one thing, JavaScript is object based, right? Everything is an object based. Everything is available in JavaScript as an object. For every object in JavaScript, there is a parent object. Who is that parent object? Anybody? Who is the parent object? Who is the parent object for every object in JavaScript? Anybody? Every object in JavaScript, there is one parent object. Whoever you are, you have parent. Who is that parent? Everything will be treated as an object in JavaScript now, right? So in the JavaScript, every object has a parent. What is parent is interpreted as an object. What is the parent? The parent object name is called window. Whatever the object it may be, I want to tell you. So right? Document is an object now. So we know that a document is a object. And as of now, console is an object. We are using, right? Console is an object, right? Console is an object. We know document is also object now. Document dot write we are using. Document dot get element by id we are using, right? Get element by id we are using. Get element by id we are using, right? Remember, these methods we can write like this also. Check this carefully, because document is object. The document object father is window. So we can write like this also. It will be work for you. Window dot document dot get element by id also we can write it. This is also valid. This is also absolutely valid. So global object, always we will omit it. We don't want to write the global object. Document dot get element by id we will write simply. But who is the father of document object? Window is the father. Not only for document object, for every object in JavaScript, window is the father. Now if you can see, we are writing alert, right? If you can write alert, who is the father of alert? Window dot alert. Directly we can write like this also. Now you're writing parseInt now, so you're writing parseInt parseFloat, right? Who is the father of parseInt here? If you can see, we can write window dot parseInt also we can write it. This is the way. Anyone you can write. But if it is a global method, we can omit this. We can directly write parseInt. We can write like this. We can write like this also. All the things will be work for you without having any problem. But very important thing, let me go and use the following methods. I'm just sharing you this text in the chart window. Please copy. I think I copied and just copy them. Very important, guys. These points are look like very basics, but purely they are very important. Right now you can see in this point of time, what are the value we are getting here. Now you can see I'm applying the number, the predefined object, right? Let me apply in the number predefined object, number of n1. This is going to be number of n2. Because of passing these parameters to number object, they will be converted into numbers. Earlier we seen the output, right? Now you can see, now if you can submit, it is concatenating. Let me refresh the page. By refreshing the page, I'm going to take 7 8, I'm going to take 12. I think you have to get 90. Now let us submit. Now you can see you're getting the value now. But without this method, what is going to be happen earlier? They are concatenated together. Okay, now you can see I'm just going to comment this. In place of it, we can write %. Now you can see I'm just going to write %, I capital. Now you can check the same %. Right now you can see same output will be come to you. Right now you can see 10 plus 20, definitely you should see 30. Now you can submit this, you can see the 30. If you don't want, you can, okay, but here a small problem. When we are working with the decimal values, for example 12.98 and 8.25, something like this. Actually you should get a 21 point something, you should get, but you can see you're getting only 20, you're not getting the decimals. But in this point of time, I want to get the decimals also. You can use this scenario. Now you can see number object will works for you properly. What are the values are entered here? 12.98 and 8.25 or something like this I'm entering. Now you can check this, it will be give you the following output, 21.23 something you are getting, right? But if you don't want this number object is flexible. If you can use number object, the value may be decimal, the value may be a number, it will be works properly. But here if you can use pairs float, also valid guys. You can take pairs float also, it is equivalent to number object. You can use anyone. But if you can take %, if it will take only value as an integer only. It is not going to take the thing. So remember, now you can check this. I am going to take 12, I'm going to take 25, submit the value. If you can submit, you can see the value as 37, perfect. You can take some decimal values 25, you can take some decimal values 98, something like this. Now you can check this, it is almost all giving, but you can see how many values are it is giving. After that you are getting lot of decimals, right? But sir, I don't want to these many decimals, sir. So we don't want these many decimals. Then what shall we do in this point of time? So generally, I want to, unfortunately, you are using pairs float. It is giving these many decimals. But if you can use number object, I think you cannot get it right. Let us see. I'm just using number object. If you can use number object, now you can see I'm going to add something right now. You can submit this. Are you getting those many decimals? No, you're getting some proper decimals here like this, right? But sometimes if you can use here pairs float, you are getting many number of decimals, right? Definitely. So in this point of time, how can we trim the decimals, right? So I don't want those many decimals, right? So what I need to do in this point of time, now you can see you're getting some values like this, but earlier you got more decimals. Now you can see 45.58. Now I'm submitting this, I think you are getting some values. This file is saved. Okay, file is saved, no problem, right? Sometimes you may get the values like this, 45.2, 35.26 or something like this. I'm summing them, right? You are getting the values, sometimes you are getting more values. For example, here also there is some predefined method guys here for checking them. We can restrict the decimals. There is a method called, remember, to PRECISI1 to precision. I think we have one more method called to fixed, I believe. So these are the methods we are having. By using these two methods, we can restrict the decimal numbers. Okay, let me see those values also. Right, let me, okay, where can I execute it? Okay, directly you can execute here, no problem. Now you can see I'm taking script tag. Oh, already we're in script, right? Let us see where x is equal to or price is equal to, I have the following variable. Price is equal to, I'm taking 12.345, something like this. Okay, all right. Sometimes you may get more decimals, not only this, you will get the decimals like this. Can you see? You can write this. The methods are very important. Methods are there. Price dot to precision, PRECISION. I don't know if method may be spell mistakes or not. CION, precision. I'm just applying the following method. If method is undefined, we can check this. Method is undefined to precision. Okay, let me go for Google. The spell mistakes may be in the method. To precision JavaScript. What is the method? To PRECISION. What I written? PRECISION. Spell mistake like this. Okay, don't worry. Now you can just check this with the method. Now I'm just going to execute the following. Now you can see this is all we are getting. Nothing change. But in this to precision, you have to pass 4. I'm just passing 4. Try to see. Now if you can pass 4, what are you getting? All right, you are getting 4. After decimal, you are getting 4. See, totally you will get 4. Totally you will get 4. But I don't want this. Now you can see if you can write just a 2, then what is going to be happen? You will get just 2 numbers only. First 2 only you are getting. This is the to precision. Now if you can see, if you can apply the method to fixed, this is going to give you the after decimals how many number of digits you want. This method will tell us. But what is to precision is giving you in the total number, it is giving you just 2 digits only. But a 2 fixed after decimal, how many digits you want? Now you can see what is output you are having, 12.35. If you can take 3, now you can check this, it is going to give you 12.345. Sometimes whenever you are doing some calculation, for example, you can see now I'm going to write the method called math.random. So just now we seen, right, what is the math.random value will give you. Now you can see I'm just write math.random, math.random. If we can refresh the page, we can see the random value we are getting. After decimals, I don't want these many value. So in this point of time, you can write the method directly to fix it directly. We can chain like this, and in this I'm just passing 3. Then what is going to be happen? For every refresh, you're just going to get the 3 values of the decimals only. You cannot get such a kind of big number. So if you want to restrict the things, we can use the to fixed. Remember, to precision and to fixed are the both methods are very important for interview. Very important for interview. So keep it in mind. So these methods belongs to precision, to fixed belongs to number object. So these are the belongs to number object methods. Remember, to precision. So these are the methods which are belongs to who is the father of these methods? Number, NUMBR, number object. In this number object, we have the following methods and which are very important. Just keep it in mind, right? So these are the number object as well as math object. Math object is especially for working on calculations. Number object is used for converting the values into integers, right? Or floating point values, whatever it may be. Just if you want to convert them, we can use the number object. Both are going to be helpful at any time. I mean, I don't know the situation exactly. I think whenever you are having many number of calculations in our JavaScript application, I think definitely these number object and math object will help you a lot, right? Okay. The next concept, guys, here in the next session we will discuss this. This is very important, document object model. Very important stuff this is. In entire JavaScript, you should know about this concept deeply. Document object model. What is document object model and what is the purpose of it? Generally, regularly people will call it as a DOM. Document manipulation, document object model, document manipulation also, whatever it may be, guys, right? We will call document object model or document object manipulation, whatever it may be, right? So these things we will see tomorrow. Meanwhile, if you have any doubts, let me know. This document object model may take 3 to 4 sessions or 5 sessions, guys, here, but we need to discuss this very cleanly and neatly, right? Okay, that we can see the next session, right? Any doubts you have, let me know.